Now we know the deal. Whoa, okay, making a mess. Here we go. I've been here 5 minutes and we're making a mess. Back in the garage, we're taking the engine out of this thing. Yesterday, I went ahead and tore open my oil filter, that's right, and saw lots of pretty shiny things inside. I spun a rod bearing, unfortunately. I'm excited, it should be a good time. I'm sad that like my engine's blown. It was just on its way out with how old it was, with what I was doing. The nature of drifting, yay, fun, cool. Let's destroy tires, but then also everything else with it and rebuild it. That's what we're here for. So, yep, I'm gonna clean up this mess and then we'll get started. Dr. Gabby's in the house. Just kidding. Here, this is not quite straight. It like looks straight and then it's not. So I'm cleaning up, but we have Brandon, 840 Customs.
Hello.
You guys know him from building the, well, you didn't build the heads, but
We've been in here before.
In the engine bay, that is,
yeah.
not the shop space. So he's here to help. He's gonna go ahead and get cranking. So I'll just kind of hand him to you and you guys can hang out while I clean my mess.
All right, we're gonna tear this thing down. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start pulling off the top end of the motor. That way we have enough space to pull the motor up and out of here. It is right up against the cowl. So we are gonna go ahead and start tearing this down. We'll pull the hood off and then we'll get to pulling it out.
Look, I was so prepped. I even made like plans on what I'm gonna do. Drain oil, cover car, disconnect battery. I didn't cover the car. This is the plan. Can't spell remove here apparently. I decided now would be a great time to start draining all my coolant. Floor's there. I got lots of paper towels. I feel like we're making pretty good progress. We got all of this kind of out of the way. We drained the coolant. I do have to do the power steering cooler. Pretty sure we gotta remove the ABS lines, don't we? But it just looks directly in the way.
I think you have to move it, but you don't have to unhook it.
So what do we need to take out next? What's on my list? What do we have down here? Disconnect shocks, lower the K-frame, remove exhaust, belly plate, remove most of the torque tube bolts, remove starter. So we have the car up higher on the lift. We're gonna clean up our mess and then work on taking the exhaust off. So that way we can get to this belly plate under here, the torque tubes, and as much of the headers as we can. Should be fun. The headers are a pain in the butt on this car. So we have the car back down. We're gonna try to take out and remove the headers if we can, the AC compressor, the starter if we can, the power steering pump, a lot of these accessory stuff to hopefully give ourselves enough room to really pull this engine in one easy solid movement. Progress. So I'm sitting here working on getting the header bolts off. I'm just looking at all of the grass and just dirt debris. Like, this isn't a very old setup, and it's funny looking at all the dirt just in the engine bay even after I cleaned everything. It's just from the amount of times that I went off track from pushing myself and the car to its limits. Which is awesome, but now I gotta clean it all again. All right, we have made a pretty good dent. Made some progress. It is about 9 o'clock though. Gonna call it for tonight, get some rest, come back tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have the chains on the engine and wiggling it out of here. Day 2 of getting this engine ready to be pulled. Just trying to get ready. So what we're gonna try to do is take the engine up out from the top, and what we're gonna do is loosen everything from the bottom and have everything up top, out of the way, all of the accessories. And then we're gonna lower the K-frame, subframe, that aluminum frame that the power steering rack and everything sits on. We're gonna lower that so that way we can get the oil pan out, up, and kind of take the engine out in one solid movement. Next thing for us, we're gonna go ahead and remove the bumper cover, and then I have this aluminum radiator support that I have definitely bent a handful of times, and when I got it, it was definitely crushed, so we're just gonna go ahead and put in a new one. So I'll take that out. It'll give us a little bit more room to really get in there and get this engine out of there.
Head screws? Yeah, always 7.
Go! Look at how mangled this one is. Like, this is pushed back by about 6 inches. New one on the way. Now we have a lot more room to really get in the engine bay, work on this, and I'm not worried about bumping the front bumper with the pink paint on it. Yeah. We have the hoist set up. We have, what is the word? Loosened the subframe K-frame, and now we're just gonna try to pull her out. Okay, I'm in the way. Now what? Yes, we got it. Oh, we still got this. Wait, we need to lower it. Okay, pull the engine out as the K-frame goes down. Okay, so quick update. We have lowered the subframe, so the power steering rack has lowered so that we can move the harmonic balancer, have it come up. The engine is coming off the torque tube. So far it's about 1 inch off. That means all of the torque tube bolts are off. We're making movement, and it's just gonna be a interesting play of pulling it forward and up at the same time. All right,
She's free. Another 4 inches and then we're completely open.
woo! She's free. Free as Americans, all of this really is. So free right now. That's wildly annoying. And now we gotta put this. Oh, well, that's much later than I thought it'd be.
Got scared.
A little frightened. So we've taken off the rear main seal, the front cover, whatever y'all want to call it, the flywheel, pressure plate, clutch, all that to put onto our engine stand. Yeah.
I mean, when we're pretty close.
Officially, the LS1 is out of the Corvette on an engine stand. Look how good it looks. Well, the inside is inside's a no-go. The inside does not look very good, I'm sure, but the only way to really find out is to take it all apart and strip it down to the block and see what's going on inside. So next steps are gonna be stripping this down, figuring out exactly what all is broken, making a plan for everything that I'm gonna need to fix this. Probably gonna have to take it to machine shop, but we'll see what happens. I'm definitely gonna reach out to Texas Speed again. I love all of the components that I got from them last time, and I would love to reuse their stuff again on this new build, especially if we're going all the way down to the block. And we're gonna strip it down, clean it, and clean as much of this engine bay as I can. It's absolutely filthy. We got lots of room for activities for cleaning. Yep. But thank you so much. I'm gonna go ahead and close out the video here. Really, really excited with where I'm at, and I can't wait for our next steps because it's just gonna get more fun from here. This is like the worst part, I feel like.